definitely a heart for the Lord. I want him to be super passionate about Christ and what he has called us to do, to live out the missional life that we are called to go out into the marketplace and just preach the gospel and love on people. And that is something that I look for in a guy for sure, along with the qualities of joy and peace and just kindness and a listening ear for sure. A guy that knows how to have fun and be adventurous, a guy that's daring. He needs to love kids. I love children. I love people. A heart definitely for people. I believe if you have a heart for the Lord, you have a heart for people. And so, yeah.
The most important thing to me is that a guy loves Jesus, and not just like goes to church, but like loves Jesus, like intentionally living for him, chasing after Jesus every day. You know, like it would be so cool to me if my boyfriend or, you know, my future husband, whatever, would say to me like, hey, let's go make disciples today, let's go evangelize today. Like that is like the kind of thing I desire and I want so much, and I think that would be so cool. And besides that, I love funny people, I love weird people, so he definitely has to make me laugh and like not be afraid to be weird and have fun.
So what I look for in a guy is, it's really important for me that they make me laugh and like I have a good time when I'm around them. Someone who's really positive, uplifting, and yeah, just a glass half full kind of person. And then also, so like the most important thing is that we're on the same page spiritually, so that we both agree on like different issues that, you know, there's a lot of different stances on, that we have similar values in that sense, so that way later on in life we're not struggling with a bunch of things that we didn't think through before we started dating or before we got married or anything like that. Yeah, someone who's loyal, uplifting, kind, thoughtful. Yeah, just good things. So.
So one thing that comes to mind, I think, is just guys being willing to help you out with things. So maybe you're like, I'm walking around campus and I'm really struggling with like a heavy box or something. Guys are so willing just to like open that door for you or help carry that box for you to your next class. Just being willing to help, honestly, and serve you.
When they are attentive to like the little things that I don't even notice about myself, and like they kind of like clue into it, and it's like really sweet, and it's like I feel like you're paying attention and you actually care about the little things and you care about the big things, and yeah, it feels like you're paying attention to me, and I really appreciate that.
So this is very old-fashioned, but I love when a guy like opens the door for me, even though I'm very capable of opening it myself. I love when a guy like goes out of his way to like step in front of me and like open the door. That's just like such a chivalrous thing, and it's very much like, it's rare these days, but I love it when it happens. A lot of the guys at my school, since it's like a Christian university, a lot of the guys were raised to do that here, and I love that. So yeah, definitely that's like one little thing that guys do that I really appreciate a lot.
I am waiting to have sex because I think it's really clearly stated in the Bible that sex is for marriage, and that there's really no way I can look around that and kind of justify having sex outside of marriage. And then also the reason of that, you know, I feel like it is a lot more special if you save that for your husband. But more importantly, I think it's that's something that God has put in the Bible, and he doesn't ask us to do things just so that we do them. He does them because that's a better way of life and a more joyful way of life. And so, yes, waiting for my husband and saving that for him, but also just realizing that God knows what's best for me, and that's what he has said. So
I want to make sure that when I do it, I'm doing it with the person that I know I'm spending the rest of my life with. That's just what I've always been taught, and that's what I believe. I don't think it's weird if a guy has never dated before. I have never dated before, so we're all good.
Absolutely not, because I'm in that boat. I mean, I've gone on dates before, but I've never had a boyfriend, so I definitely don't think it's weird at all if a guy's never had a girlfriend. I just think that they might not have met someone yet that they feel really called to pursue in a relationship, or yeah, so I don't think it's weird at all.
So I definitely don't think it's weird if a guy's never dated before. There are tons of reasons why people haven't dated, right? Like if there's no Christians in their school, or just no one that they see a future with, right? Or just they just chose not to date in high school or something. I don't know. There's so many reasons why people haven't dated, and so I definitely don't judge people for that. I honestly have like a lot of respect for people who've never dated, because I made mistakes in high school with dating. So yeah, I don't judge anyone.
Honestly, I don't think it's weird. I think it could show that the guy's really mature and he knows what he's looking for in a girl, and maybe he just hasn't found that yet. So you never really know. I honestly don't really care if a guy's dated a lot of people or only like know people, really, because it's all about why did that guy decide to be in that relationship with people. And if he decided not to be in a relationship with people because he does value his future wife and he's looking for the right person, then I don't think it's weird at all.
Dating mistakes. Don't ever date someone to make someone else jealous. Like, if you like Sam and you want to date Sam, but Sam's not noticing you, don't date Bob to make Sam jealous, because sometimes it will work and like Sam will start to like you because he does get jealous. But like, honestly, that is such a bad way to start a relationship. Like, you don't want a relationship to be built on a foundation of jealousy. Like, you want a solid foundation for your relationship with someone, especially like if you're looking for that person that you want to be with for the rest of your life. Because I did this once and it did work. Like, that guy did get jealous, but like that relationship did not start off on a good note, and it's just like it's not a good thing, and I don't encourage you to do that. In fact, please don't make the same mistake that I did.
My past relationship, he was very clingy, so he wouldn't really let me hang out with friends or just spend time with my family. And so my life became all about that relationship with him, and my life became all out of balance. So it's really important that if you're in a relationship with someone, that you make sure you spend time with your friends. Go hang out with friends. It's so important to also have other people in your life, especially if that relationship fails, you're left with nobody. You have no friends left because you basically spent your whole life with that one person. And even if you end up marrying them, you're going to want to have other people in your life there to support you. So just make sure that you are spending time with people, your friends, your family, and other people are supporting you too as well.
To all my guy friends out there, to all the guys who are watching this video, I encourage you to be honest and be completely honest with one another and with your future girlfriend or future spouse or any of your lady friends. It's okay to be honest. It's okay to be real. It's okay to be completely okay with how you are right now and to relay that to one another. Like, talk to one another. Be open with how you're feeling. If you're feeling crappy, if you feel like you need to cry, then tell me if you need to cry, or tell your guy friend you need to cry. It's not any less manly if you are being real with who you are. Like, we're all humans and we all express ourselves in different ways. And so it's okay to be honest. It's okay to be real.
I don't want you to ever feel like if you have an addiction to pornography that there's no hope for you, like that you are so stuck in this like addiction that you'll never be able to break out of it. I encourage you to be vulnerable with people in your life, be honest, be open, say, hey, I'm struggling with this, and be open with God, and just know that you can break out of it. There's no addiction that Jesus can't free you from. So be real, be vulnerable, be honest about it.
I would say find other guys that can really support you and mentor you. Find someone maybe older than you who is married or has been in a relationship for a long time that can really support you and will be there to listen to your struggles, pray with you, really support you, and just guide you. Because it's so important to have a mentor in your life that understands where you've been and can give you really good advice about life.
My number one piece of advice would be to talk to girls in person, that to not let your first interaction with a girl be online, if at all possible, to avoid that. I just feel like it makes the start of whatever relationship you're having much more meaningful, and yeah, to just not start a friendship or a relationship with a girl by messaging her hey on Facebook or texting her. Yeah. This is something I'm really passionate about because I think single people are often really overlooked, being one for my whole life. I just want to say that don't feel like you should rush into anything. Don't feel like you're any less of a person just because you're not in a relationship, because the end goal, or like your chief end, is not to marry someone. Like, it's a great gift that God's given us to have significant others and to share life with them, but your main purpose in life isn't to be in a relationship with another person. Your chief goal in life is to be in a relationship with God. So just to not get discouraged that you're not in a relationship, even though it feels like everybody else is, that, you know, God's giving you what you need, and to just, like, it's so hard, but to pray that God would give you contentedness and just being at peace with where you are in life.
All my single people out there. Love it. Singleness is such a beautiful gift. I have learned to really appreciate it. Yes, I'll be completely honest. It was really hard, really hard in the beginning. Just being surrounded. I've always been constantly surrounded by people who have been dating. And now I'm constantly surrounded by people who are engaged. And I am really appreciative of the journey that I've been on, just since high school, with just being okay with my singleness. And it took a while, but you can get there, because in the Bible, Paul talks about how it's better to be single than to be married. And not in a bad way, not to say that marriage life is bad. Marriage life is a beautiful thing, but being single, you can be singly devoted to Christ and just having a heart for the Lord and just building yourself up. For me, I don't want to be single for the rest of my life. I do want to get married soon, but I am appreciating today. Today I'm single, today I'm focused, today I am willing to say yes to whatever the Lord has called me to do. And he is my number one priority. Whoever's the guy I'll be with, I pray that he also enjoyed his singleness and that we can come together and be a power couple, because, you know, that's always fun. So, wait, what was your question again?
Your apartment.
Tell her, Grant, it smells bad.
Someone that